Shalom, shalom. Yes, we're the Hebrew Israelites. We come out here every week to wake up our people, the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's right.
And to prophesy on this the downfall of this wicked kingdom, you know. And first of all, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory
unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Baharakah Kadash.
Yes, and double honors to the elders of the house of David that have been ruling and teaching well and laying the foundation for the brothers and the sisters out here.
That's right.
To raise up their children in truth and righteousness.
That's right.
You know, don't shalom to the brothers out there on the highways and byways, making themselves a living sacrifice. You know, trying to bring this word out, because like it says in the scripture, this word has to be preached throughout the four corners before, you know, Hamashiach Yahushai comes back. And yeah, again, shalom to the sisters at home, reverencing their husbands, teaching the children good things, and raising the children in truth and sincerity. That's it. Yeah, Khan. So go on, bring that out, King.
This is Matthew 24 and verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations. Then shall the end come.
And that's the witness. This is the witness, this truth. Everyone's going to have to hear this truth at some point. And that's how we know that prophecy is going to come to pass, man. Because throughout the scriptures, we've seen all prophecies coming to pass, you know. And do you want to open out, give, what's it? Colossians 3:17 and 1 Thessalonians.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3 and verse 17. 3 and 17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Master Yahushai, giving thanks to power and the Father by Him.
So everything we do, we give thanks. We give, and it's all in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You know, this is the will of man. You get what I'm saying?
This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 18. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of power in Hamashiach Yahushai concerning you.
That's right. So everything we do, so whether it's good or bad, we have to give thanks, you know, because, you know, good can't come without the bad, man. There has to be a balance in things, you know, and the Most High showed us that throughout the scriptures, man. So yeah, what's it? Yeah, go on then. Bring that out.
This is the book of Job, chapter 2.
First and foremost, you're not education, this is the ultimate. Okay, this is part of the concept. Are you in charge or like, actually, the Most High is in charge? Okay. And the Most High is in charge, but there's someone representing here. Okay? Alright, we're not going to argue so much about it. If you need to do this, just buy the silver bullet, shall put up there, and do what you need to do. Okay? So this all from silver bullet all to the very end, and the black bullet is all part of the process. So I'm sorry to disturb what you're doing, but I'm going to have to provide for the last week. Okay? Please for you to do that. Yeah? Please for you to do that. The Most High. All these are new ones. Wow. Redeemer. Okay. Okay.
Then we talk about that master.
Okay.
Okay. This at 5:39, yeah? Don't call you that master.
Sir. I'm not involved in anything. Alright?
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 39. This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 39. But if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it. Lest happily ye be found even to fight against God.
So this is of the most.
Listen to me first.
No, wait, hold up.
Right, give unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. I've tried to explain to you and be very gentlemanly with you. I've not been abusive to you. I've not been insulting to you.
Listen.
Okay, so please, Please.
You're,
I'm
listen,
asking you nicely.
you're quoting scripture. What did that just
Alright.
say? What did that
I'm
just say?
asking you
Did you
nicely,
not hear it?
Please do what I've just asked you to do.
Go on, read it again. Read it again.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5 and verse 39. But if it be of God, ye cannot overthrow it.
So this is we're reading the Bible. This is of the Most High. You cannot overthrow it. You understand? You say render to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. This belongs unto the Most High. Yeah, the word, and this is for us and our people. Go on, read on.
Lest haply ye be found even to fight against God.
And that's what you're doing right now. You're fighting against the Most High. Yeah, do you know how bad that is? There's going to be judgment for that.
That's right.
There's going to be judgment for that. Just you remember that. You remember that.
This is Acts chapter 13 and verse 27. For they that dwell at Jerusalem and their rulers, because they knew him not, nor yet the voice of the prophets, which are read every Sabbath day.
When?
Every Sabbath day.
Today's the Sabbath, so we're reading the Bible.
They have fulfilled them in concerning him.
That's right, man.
Okay,
So
I've asked you, please, you cannot do this in the bus station. Just move to the public pavement there.
listen, we're reading the Bible. What we
You
can't
can
read
do
the
whatever
Bible.
you want to do,
We
but
can't-
not in the bus station. Like I've explained to you, there's a bylaw against you doing what you're doing here.
What are we
I've
doing?
explained to you that.
Yeah, what
Please
law are we doing?
move over there. Okay. There's a law that you can't read the Bible. Okay.
Is there a law that we can't
Okay.
read the Bible?
You can read the Bible outside of the bus station. Okay. So right here.
See, that's right, man. So we're gonna, we're gonna keep coming until you have to. You just said, yeah, the Most High told you to do this. Do you know how? That's blasphemy, man. That's blasphemy. Still. That's blasphemy. Yeah. So yeah, go on. Yeah. Come. What's it? Isaiah 8 and 20. Yeah, Isaiah 8 and 20. And you get 1 Peter 4 and 11.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
So yeah, you came up speaking all different words. It's not of the Most High. So why are we meant to listen to you? Get what's it? Romans.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 4. First Peter chapter 4 verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of power. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which power giveth, that power in all things may be glorified through Yahushua and Mashiach, so-called Jesus Christ, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen.
That's right, man. So what we're going to do is we're not going to speak our own words. We're just going to come and read the Bible, innit? So, blessed is he that persecuted. Yeah.
This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 11. I'll start at 10. Matthew 5 and 10. Blessed are ye which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven.
And that's what we're out here to do. We're trying to earn our salvation, man. We're trying to wake up our people and bring them out of this deep sleep that they're in and this dead state of mind,
Yes.
Blessed are they when man shall revile you and persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
That's what's happening, man. He's coming up, he's speaking evil, he's speaking against the Most High right now.
That's right.
And that's I can't actually believe that. Man said that the Most High told him to come up here and tell us to move on. That's madness still. So that
Caesar. And then,
yeah.
and then he says, render unto Caesar what belongs to Caesar. So Caesar's he's God then.
That's right.
Because he's Caesar told us to move, not the Most High.
That's right.
Madness, man.
Yeah, that's right, man. So we're not gonna listen to man, innit? You know. Get me a.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
This is no, come,
This is Psalms 118 and verse 6. Yahweh, the Lord is on my side, I will not fear.
That's right.
What can man do unto me?
That's right, man. So what can man do unto us when we're standing behind the Most High and His word? You know, He's a rock, He's our shield.
That's right.
Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you cannot, like it's brought out in Acts, you can't overthrow this. Do you know what I mean?
That's
and
right.
if you do, then blessed is those that get persecuted for righteousness' sake. Because we're not out here trying to speak our own words. We're speaking thus saith the Lord.
That's right.
You know? And he
Another thing, if we were Christians out here handing out flyers and shaking our posters and that, handing out flyers, He wouldn't just let them do their thing, man.
Exactly, and it's because we're actually reading the Bible, isn't it? Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah, and it's like
This is Psalms 118 and verse 7. The Lord Yahweh taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore I see my desire upon them that hate me.
right, and that's what we're getting here, man. It's like, you know, you must hate the Most High's words. You see what I'm saying? That's why you don't want to look over here. You don't want to hear the words direct. You know? Yeah, you want to get us arrested. How would the Most High feel about that? You know? But all praises, you know, like we said, when we open that, we're gonna give thanks in everything that we do, man. Whether it's good or bad, whatever happens to us, we have to take it in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. You know, and we're not going to fear what man can do unto us. Yeah, go on, bring that.
This is the book of Mark, chapter 4 and verse 14. The sower soweth the word.
The what?
The sower soweth the word.
That's what we're out here doing. We're trying to sow the word, innit? Plant seeds in our people.
And these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately, and taketh away the word that is sown in their heart.
And that's Satan. We've been here, look, what, 5 minutes, straight away Satan comes up and tries to take away the word. And now he don't even want to, he don't want to reference it. He just wants to wait until the Babylon, yeah, his Caesar comes, and then he can stand behind him and say, I told them to do this. Exactly, he's trusting in his oppressor. Do you know what I mean?
The white.
That's right, the white man. Esau. He's trusting in Esau. You know, but we trust in the Most High, innit?
That's right.
That's why. Get me that. 3 and 5. Proverbs 3 and 5. Yeah, because, you know, we don't, whatever happens, it's all of the Most High, innit? You know? Man's goings are of the Lord, innit?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path. Be not wise in thy own eyes. Fear the Lord and depart from evil.
That's it, man. So we're trusting in the Most High, and he's going to direct our paths. So whatever happens, he's going to direct our paths. You know, so all praises to the Most High, you know.
This is Psalms 118 and verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man.
And that's what this guy's doing. And not just man, carry on.
It is better to trust in the Lord Yahweh than to put confidence in princes.
That's right, and his princes are going to be these Edomites that are on their way, possibly, yeah, to back him up.
All nations compass me about, but in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai will I destroy them.
That's right, man. So in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, he's going to destroy all these that have oppressed us, isn't it? Because this is there still more? Yeah, let me finish that, hold that, yeah? This is what's happening. We're still oppressed today. Get me after Baruch 3.
They compass me about, but in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai I will destroy them. They compass me about like bees.
That's right, look. And he actually, look, he's got the luminous bee colour on. You know?
like bees, they are quenched as a fire of thorns. For in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will destroy them.
That's right, man. So in the end, these are going to get destroyed, man. Anyone who comes against the word of the Most High is going to be destroyed.
That's
Do
right.
you want to get that? Yeah, come.
This is Proverbs.
Chapter 13 and verse 13.
Listen to this.
Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
Come.
What's that?
Whoso despiseth the word shall be destroyed.
That's right, man. And that's what that's what this guy's doing. He's despising the words of the Most High. And whoever does that is going to be destroyed.
That's right.
So hand joined in hand with your enemy and your oppressor, you are going to be destroyed. You understand?
But he that feareth the commandments shall be rewarded.
That's right, man. And we fear the Most High. We don't fear what man could do. You know, man could come up here with all sorts, and we're still going to praise the Most High, the Heavenly Father, because that's who we're supposed to fear. Do you understand?
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 23 and verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. For thou, I shall fear no evil. For thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me.
That's right, man. You know, we ain't gonna fear what evil, man. You know, the Most High, His rod and His staff, His correction, His words, and His law, statutes, and commandments are gonna keep us safe. They're gonna shadow us. They're gonna be the wing upon us.
This is Matthew chapter 5 verse 25. Agree with thine adversary quickly, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and thou be cast into prison.
Right, man. So using wisdom, you know, we have to agree with thine adversary. Yeah, now that's the police. We're not gonna listen to what this so-called Jobsworth's gonna say. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, come on, because that's what he is, man. He could have easily come up and said, look, if anything, you know, turn off the mic or something, you know, and just kind of like keep humble and that. But you know, he's not gonna do that. He's gonna buck up against the Most High and His words.
Right.
You know, that's why he's there waiting now. He's got a job to do, but yeah, he's waiting here. Yeah, it's beautiful. Fear the Most High and keep His commandments.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us, for a reproach and a curse, and to be a subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God.
And that's right, man. That's what's happened. We're still in captivity today.
That's right.
And that's why these things happen to us. Because like the brother said, if we was Christians coming out here handing out flyers, you wouldn't hear a damn thing, you know? But because we're speaking the truth, yeah, we're speaking thus saith the Lord. We're not speaking what we're, you know, everything that we say, we have to have a precept to back it. That's why through thy precepts we get understanding.
That's right.
You know, because we wouldn't understand this if we didn't go precept upon precept. You know, but he can't understand that. You know? You got something? Yeah, can't.
Matthew chapter 22 and verse 9. Go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye find bid to the marriage.
Yes, and that's what we're doing. We're in the highways and byways right now. We're trying to bid our people back to the marriage, man. Yeah, you're right, sisters. Got 2 minutes? Yeah, this is what we're doing, man. We're trying to bid our people to the marriage, innit? Yeah, because this marriage is soon about to become, you know?
Got something? Proverbs 1 and 2.
This is Proverbs.
That's right.
This is Proverbs chapter 1. Slakia. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without, she uttereth her voice in the streets.
Right.
She crieth in the chief place of concourse.
The what?
The chief place of concourse. In the openings of the gates. In the city she uttereth her word, saying, How long, ye simple ones? will you love simplicity, and the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
That's right, man. So wisdom's gonna be in the chief place of concourse, crying out in the streets. You're not gonna hear it in your churches. You ain't gonna hear precepts like this in your churches, man. You know, they skip books, they skip precepts. You know.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 7 and verse 48. Howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet. Heaven is he, as saith the prophet.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. The Most High is not going to be dwelling in no church. He's going to be in the streets, in the chief place of concourse. You know, crying aloud, innit? Trying to, sparing not. You know, lifting up our voice like trumpets. That's why we got a microphone, because everyone has to hear this. You know, throughout the four corners, it's not just us that's doing this. All over the world, the gospel is being preached. Yeah, to the captives, isn't it? Because like we just read, we are still today in our captivity. We're still subject to payments. You know, our bondage is still now. Like, people don't understand that. They think they're free. You know, especially our people, they think they're free and everything's good, but we're in captivity still.
Isaiah 42 and 22.
Bring that out.
But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes. They are hid in prison houses, and they are for a prey, and none delivereth. They are for a spoil, and none restoreth.
That's right, man, and we're spoiled, isn't it? We're robbed and spoiled as a people, man. We're the only ones that don't know our heritage, that don't know our culture, that get called by bywords and proverbs. Do you see what I'm saying? And we're the ones filling up these prisons, these prison houses. You know, I'm sure like in America, like they're 3/3 of the jail prisons full up with Jake and Eve. Yeah, you know? So that's why we're out here. We're trying to wake up our people. And we're...
How's it going?
Yes, you alright?
Yeah, good, thank you. How's it going?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Are you guys able to move down there?
Yeah.
You can't stay here, unfortunately.
The only thing is, railways have their own policies and their own laws and bits and bobs. He said, feel free to do it on the
Public highway,
road.
you just can't do it here,
You
man.
want, but not in front of the city. That's okay. Is that alright?
Yeah.
It's private property at the end of the day.
Look.
Respect it.
Let your master came in it.
That's what it is, isn't it? You got your slave master come up to you, and now you're happy now. Look, he's like, look, mate, I got them to come. No. That's wrong, man. See you, man. Yeah, no, we'll avoid these guys, man, because these guys are... That's Satan. That's Satan, man. You got to admit that, innit? We come from West Africa, and then from West Africa, we was given Christianity. You understand that, right? By the Council of Nicaea. You know that, right? History, right? You know history. So now, we're reading Jesus, and Jesus ain't good enough. This guy is a devil, according to the Council of Nicaea, according to the Caucasians. That would be a devil. You know what I mean? Because today, Saturday, will be classified as a Sabbath day. So what we do, you don't know the Bible?
I do.
You know the Bible, yeah?
I practice Christianity.
You ain't for years. Okay, so today will be classified as the Sabbath day, where we don't work. We don't go to work on the Sabbath day like this devil. We would rather praise the Most High, read His word, and the people don't know the word. You're the devil, man. You're the Satan. You're Satan. Anyone against the Bible is Satan, man. He's the Antichrist.
Can you have my for 2 seconds? Can you really help my ears?
No, it's not. I'll turn it down.
So I'm just trying to pick up. Right, from 1 to 1.
Yeah.
I know you want to say stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna move on, like we said, but we can still stand here. It's a public place.
Yeah, you can stand
The
there.
London Transport ain't said we can't stand here. You know what I mean? It's not against the law to stand here, man. It's not. Show me what law that is that I can't stand here. Show me one law that says I'm not allowed to stand here.
Just need to be outside of the bus station. That's what I do.
No, I don't mind.
When we're preaching the word, I get it. We are doing a mission. Our mission is to preach the word. If the London Underground is against the Bible, then the London Underground is the devil.
Mate, that's right. Right, so
You know what I mean, though, innit? Come on.
Standing right here without the microphone and anything. What you saying? That's against
okay.
the law.
right, so can I speak?
Yeah, okay, so no microphone.
Right, listen. Right, so underground, there are certain rules and laws that the underground have.
Where is that? Show us.
Listen, I said to you,
He needs to
We
bring
need
out
to
his
prove.
book.
Show and prove all things.
right, so they have got bylaws, right? So listen, whether you like it or not, there are bylaws. I mean, if they don't want you on your property, they can, you have to move.
You've got to show. No, it is. You know what it is? You can dispute anything. Because the Bible says you're not allowed to have man and man sleeping with each other. We can show you that in the Bible. So what we're showing you is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 21. Prove all things, hold fast to which is good. So you need to prove to us that the London Underground has a law that we prove to you that the Bible says you should prove this. That's, you swear an oath on the Queen, right? The Church of England, right? So the Church of England has said to prove that. So now, please.
Private property though, innit? And I've said already.
Yeah, show us where it says that we can't stand here. Because I've got an Oyster card. I've got an Oyster card. I can go on the London Underground. There's nowhere that says I'm not allowed to travel.
Right, can I just speak about something? I know you want to stay here.
You don't want to stay here.
We've already
We're trying to establish some sense. Because we can't say you're not allowed to
I'm
stand
trying to
here.
explain it to you. You won't let me.
Alright,
Right,
show us.
so,
Show us
I can't
where-
show- I would love to. I'd love to go on Pakistan and show the Bible, but my phone's on a battery, so I can't. This non-technology is rubbish.
Show us not the Bible, because we're the guys who show the
I
Bible.
know, I do.
Show us the London Underground where it says we can't stand here.
Can you let me speak?
No, but I want to show us.
Let me, right.
You're speaking is not showing us.
I'm going to explain.
What's your name, mate?
PC Engwell. E-N-G-W-E.
Engel, alright? So,
Speak.
Engel, show us. What's your name? Darling? PC Adzi.
Right. Can I speak? Can you let me speak? I'll
Are
let
you
you
going to
speak.
show us the section?
I'm going to speak first, and I'll find a way to show you.
Alright,
Let
let's
me
do that.
speak
do
to you
that.
first.
I'm going to wait. We'll wait.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll wait, and then when you show us, we'll wait.
I'm letting you speak. So let me speak. Right. So like you said, the underground, TFL, there were certain laws in place.
I'm not hearing.
Right.
Certain laws
Right. So
that we want to see.
You're going to interrupt me again. Do you know what I mean? And you won't even let me speak. How can I show you? Why would I show you if you won't let me speak? Right, so the underground, there's bylaws in place to stop you loitering, to stop you selling music on the railways, to stop playing music too loudly, everywhere. I can't remember the top, because there's about 20 of them. There's millions. I get British Transport down here.
There's 20 or millions.
There's just like 20, 30 bylaws.
But you said millions, man. That's not, 20 doesn't sound like millions, man. PC Igbo, use sense of
Right.
us. We're biblical.
Right,
Listen, let me say something.
let's
yeah?
say
Say
serious.
it. Face it. Go
You're
on.
allowed to
You're
do what you want at the end of the day, yeah? You're allowed to do what you want, but just not on a private property. This is private property.
So now,
Okay.
like we said,
The
you said
railway
there's
is
20 of
private
them. That's not millions. Show us.
It is private property.
Show us.
Have you got a phone?
Has he got it? He
I don't
works
have
here,
a
man. This
Yeah,
is the
I
devil.
know.
You said you work for Caesar.
Stop calling the devil's name into it.
He is the devil.
It's a bit long-winded.
What do you think the devil is? The devil is a guy with a pitchfork and red horns and that.
It's a
The,
deceiver.
the devil just means a liar.
At the end of the day,
He's a liar because he's not showing us nothing. He's not proving
All we're
nothing.
asking you is to move from here. It's down to there.
Yeah, we're going to. We are going to. But look, we can stand here though.
Yeah, you can stand here, but you can't play
what?
your music. You can't say stuff loud. You can't promote stuff here.
We can't read the Bible.
I'm not
That's
saying
what
that.
we're doing.
So we're going to read the Bible then. We can read the Bible then.
Yeah, but not out
Yeah,
loud.
but we
But
said
if-
not-
We can't read the Bible out
Are
loud.
you going to let me speak?
I want you to
I
trip
can't.
up on your own words, man, because that's some devil.
what
You don't
you
want to be a
do.
devil, do
I
you?
can't speak to you, so I let you.
No one's a devil.
You're a devil if you say we can't read the Bible out loud, man.
That's the whole what he said.
So can we read the Bible out loud?
Can you let me speak right now?
Can you answer that question?
Are you going to let me speak right
You know what it is? You're a servant to us. You pay taxes, man. You're public servants.
Yes, I agree.
So you're not servants to yourselves. You're servants to the public. You've taken an oath.
Yeah, we have.
And on your oath, I've read the oath you swore.
Yeah.
So you're meant to protect and serve the people. So
I do.
answer this question, servant.
I'm sorry, sir.
But you are a public servant. I'm the public.
I'll be respectful to you. Please don't.
That's
call me-
what-
please don't call me, sir.
No, because you're making me laugh now. I asked you to please show us
I'm
where it
respectful to
says.
you, don't call me, sir.
All right, so look, please show us PC Egwell,
That's not my
respectfully.
name, first of all.
Sorry,
You're being very
Ingwell.
disrespectful to me now. You call me servant.
Ingwell.
You're pronouncing my name wrong.
I said
Do you know what I mean? I've been
Ingwell.
nice and hi to you.
PC Ingwell, please show us where it says it, and he's standing right there. You can go and find his little code of conduct booklet where it says we can't stand there, and read the Bible. If you show us that, then we'll move. And we're going to move anyway. We don't want to stand there all day. Because we got a job to do. And right now you're hindering our work.
But listen, have you got a phone on you? Have you got a phone on you? You can whip up the bylaws there and have a look. But we told
No,
you.
that's not our job. That's his
We
job.
told
His
you
job is to
numerous
produce
times
it.
that
Produce these
you're allowed-
things. No, we're not dancing, we're not singing, we're reading the Bible.
Right.
We're
That's
lamenting.
disrespectful.
Yeah, we're lamenting, we're
Like,
crying.
what we think, we're animals and we're out here
Dancing and singing. Yeah, like,
come on,
that's
man.
disrespect.
You see what I mean?
You see that the disrespect's flinging back and forth with you guys? She did, she said we're dancing and singing, man. And we're selling music.
Dancing and singing the Bible. That's disrespectful.
That's disrespectful, man.
But yeah, he needs to produce.
He needs to produce this information. Because we're not committing crimes, we're not stealing, we're not robbing.
If we did a crime, then you would be able to produce it for us.
Yeah,
you know that.
anything
Your
you do
sergeant
say-
will tell you.
Anything you do say, anything you do say may be given in evidence. You said that this is against. We need the evidence. You said this is against the Bible, the
I told you to look
bylaws.
up. So, like,
No, we don't need to show evidence on
I'm
that.
trying to speak to you, but
We
you
don't
won't let
know.
me speak. But I can't.
You're our
If you're
servants.
not
You
I'm not your
need to
servant.
show us.
Again, I'm not your servant.
You are. This
I'm
is
not
a
your servant
servant
at
to
all.
the. He's a servant. He's working for the people. You're a servant to the public. You are servants. If you like it or not, you're
Very
servants.
nice. Anyway, he's going to find the bylaw number.
When he finds the bylaw, that's what we need. Thank you. And we'll go. And it's not hard. We can move only a couple meters.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Because I'm not being funny, it does actually give powers for us to sort of, use physical force.
Well, then show us the
I don't
power,
want
and
to
then as
do
soon as you
that.
show
But
us,
listen, I don't want to do that.
because if you
Guys,
put our hands
I don't
on
want
us,
to do that.
we're allowed to defend
I don't
ourselves.
want to do that though.
You know that, right?
Honestly,
You can't just hurt people.
private
No,
property-
you are assaulting me if you
private
touch
property
me.
And, there's a
And
bylaw.
the law says I'm
So-
allowed to defend myself if someone.
Okay, fair enough then. Yeah. Fair
You
enough.
understand?
Yeah.
My brother got tasered and paralyzed, man. That's why you guys, man. Paralyzed from the chest down. That's right. So you guys know
Okay,
this.
did I taser your mother?
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's a bit, you can't just put your hands on us. You're right. What we're out here to do is to tell our people that the devil. Give me Revelation chapter 2 and verse 10. Revelations 2 and 10. But we can't use a speaker, but they're saying we can't stand him. But let's show you this.
The church people always here.
The church people are always here. But, yeah, but he's not
We should
gonna
move a little bit down there.
But you know what? When we see YouTube,
That always here. So
how comes you're not telling them to move? Let's read.
Right,
You know
Revelation.
why they're not telling them to move? Because we read the Bible. That's the difference.
I'm not thinking he's reading. I wasn't here when they were
Listen. The Bible's talking now, mate.
Revelation 2 and verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer.
So we don't fear the things that we're going to suffer.
Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison.
So the ones that are who cast you into prison, the police officer. So the police officer in the Bible is classified as a devil. Read that again.
The devil shall cast some of you into prison.
And the devil does more than that. He tases us. Alright, he whips us. We be getting gunned down. You remember the little young Mark Duggan? You know what I mean? We be getting shot by these guys, man. And getting persecuted. They do more than just cast us into prison. They kill us, man. If this was America,
Yeah, that's it.
you put your hands up and they're still shooting, man.
Right.
Because we are what the Bible calls us is the biblical Israelites.
Right.
We're the real chosen people. Give me Deuteronomy 7 and 6.
This is the book of
But this is what our
Deuteronomy.
mission is. Our mission is to come and show our
So
people.
if we give them the bylaws and they don't move, we'll move their stuff.
What do you mean if you give us the bylaws and we don't
That's what
move?
you've asked for.
Yeah, we've already
You're the damn
accepted
devil,
that.
man. You're trying to hurt us, man. Come and read it. That's what I'm saying.
This is the book.
All you want to do is try and hurt us, man. If they read the bylaws and they don't move, we're going to move them. Show us the bylaws and we will move.
He's going to get it.
All right, then, let's read it.
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
Listen to this one more verse.
Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
So the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and the Seminole Indians, we got persecuted and put into slave ships like this by our oppressor. All right, the Caucasians. All right, read.
For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God.
So we are holy people. Holy means separate, different.
The Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people
So
unto himself.
So you see, young friends, you see them trainers there? You chose those ones because those are special ones. So if you got another pair like these boots, the Most High said, I like your trainers. I don't like them boots.
That's right.
Your ones are special. The Most High likes those better than these boots.
That's right.
All right.
Above all people
So
that
above all the other things, all right, the sandals, he likes them ones, all right. Above all people,
that are upon the face of the earth.
so you're chosen, young prince, yeah, you're chosen, princess, all right. You're chosen. The Most High says you're the best, and you're chosen above all people on the earth,
right.
especially
That's
all the
right.
other nations.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
Peace and love. Yeah. You're the Israelites of the Bible.
Get
Keep
yourself
His
a
commandments,
Bible.
all right? All right, come. Hey yo.
Tell them.
Hey yo. Yeah, let's see the Bible. They show and proving, man. That's all we ask.
Yeah, that's right.
Show us and prove it to us, and we'll move.
Yeah, man. That's right.
Alright, just show us this. Alright, thank you.
There you go, mate.
Yeah, thank you. Come, let's get
Music,
this.
sound, advertising. Except with written permission from the operator or on premises. Do you guys have written permission to be doing?
Wait, can I read that again? Let me read it.
Yeah, read it.
Music,
Sound.
sound, advertising.
Yeah, we're making sound.
So
sound.
we're advertising the Bible.
Yeah, we're
Is that what you
We're
think?
making sound.
No,
No, we're making sound. We're
Using
making sound.
any instrument, article, or equipment
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
production
Yeah,
and
leave it. They
reproduction
showed
of
us.
sound.
Alright, cool.
Okay?
Lovely
If you don't
job.
have written permission, guys, unfortunately.
Yeah, we're making sound. We are making sound. We're making a loud sound. We're making the sound of the scriptures. You're right. We're gonna move. You've done your job. The servant's done their job. Let's go.
Right. Wow. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
we're
wow,
reading
you can't read the Bible.
And
Because
like
they're
the
the
brother said, when these UKGP people, these church people are here, none of this happens.
None of this happens.
And they don't read the Bible.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
Unbelievable.
Alright, calm your Shavella.
Calm your Shavella.
If they break the covenant, it's like a contract. You go to work, you got a 6-month probation. And if you don't pass the probation, you get sacked. You get a written disciplinary, verbal disciplinary, then you get your final written warning and you're done. Alright, the Most High does the same. Everyone gets what you like to say, the reenactions from the Most High. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal. These are commandments, these are laws as well. Alright, let's find out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15.
Go to 26 and verse 11.
26.
Chapter 26.
Yes, right there. This is the book of Deuteronomy 26 and verse 11.
Yeah, go on.
And thou shalt rejoice in every good thing which the Lord thy God hath given unto thee, and in thine house thou and
Not 26. Deuteronomy. Chapter. No, it isn't Exodus. I go 28, 45, 28, 45.
this is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 45. It says, moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee and pursue thee and overtake thee until thou be destroyed.
So Deuteronomy was written with Moses to the Israelites. You get that, right? Go on.
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Alright.
to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Go on.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign
So look, they're upon you for a sign.
and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
For how long?
Forever.
So this is a generation upon generation of seed.
That's right.
There you go.
Geno, it means sperma. Alright? That word sperma, it means the seed of man.
That's right.
So from the seed line of men, no disrespect to the sisters, but through the seed line of men, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the covenant who was given to you, right? They will go through generational curses.
And it's because of Adam.
And it's because of
Adam.
Adam. Alright? Because of the transgression with Eve, the woman. That's why we said let the men more deal with it, because women today, you need men, righteous men to stand up bold, right? So the sister's done a brilliant job.
But how is that relevant? Because Jesus never once, when he was casting out demons, when he was doing deliverance, he just cast out demons. He never made any reference to, if someone was troubled by an unclean spirit, he just dealt with it.
But the
He
disciples,
didn't.
however, weren't the same. Like I explained to the story.
And I told you that they didn't have the level of faith of Jesus. So just because you're not at the level of Jesus doesn't mean you just give up. You aspire to be like
And that's what
Jesus.
prayer and fasting do, go for it.
Prayer and fasting is a good thing. Jesus taught it. I'm not disputing
Yeah,
that.
through prayer and fasting, exactly. You can move the mountains, right? But hear this. Who was he speaking to?
He was speaking to the Israelites.
And so, who are we meant to speak to then? Because there's curses on the Israelites. That's how this is a sign to identify. So like we're at Finsbury Park, there's a sign that says Finsbury Park. That's how you identify this area. How do you identify the Israelites?
That's right.
They are people who were descended,
Read it again. Read it
descended
again.
from Isaac.
We'll show you. Where's 36?
46.
Deuteronomy 28.
And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So the curses that the Israelites go through are upon you for a sign and a wonder. And I'm pretty sure you know about this already. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're not far-fetched from this doctrine. I'm pretty you know what we're going to come out with, isn't it? Alright, should we read the curses? Like the sisters know already, right? There's curses for us. Do you know what the curses are?
Well, there's lots of different curses in there. I can't remember what they are, but lots of different curses. There's lots of trouble and lots of grief.
Okay, and then if we read those, can we spot which ones they fit, the criteria they fit to?
No, you can't actually, because whites and blacks are slaves. You've got millions of white ladies
It's not
who
just
are
slaves,
sex
though.
slaves right
Okay,
now.
okay.
So it's not confined to slaves. And even before the whites came to Africa, the Africans were enslaving black Africans. So although what the whites did,
But remember,
was
right? If you
terrible.
go to East Africa, they're not called East Africans. They're called Ethiopians, Eritreans, Rwandans. All right? They don't call themselves East Africans. They know the heritage. But when you read Isaiah chapter 1 and verse 3, read about Isaiah 1 and 3.
Isaiah chapter 1
Have you got,
and verse 3.
you can read Jeremiah if you want.
1 and verse
17
3.
and 4.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
The ox knoweth his owner,
and the ass
his master's crib.
But Israel doth not know, my people doth not consider.
So look, the ox knows his owner, and the ass knows his master's crib, but the Israelites, they don't know who they are. So if you're calling them African, we understand now, because we're in the era of information. We don't have internet cash no more, because we got Google phones, where we can just Wikipedia and find out information at the click of a button. So Africa is a map maker. He was a man, his name is called Leo Scipio Africanus. So we can't call ourselves African. That's madness, right? We would have to go and find out the curses of the Israelites to identify who we are. You get that?
Those curses that you mentioned,
You didn't mention any yet.
I've definitely. Well, I know what they are. They've definitely happened to the Jewish people. If you look at the history of the Jews in Europe, wherever they went, let me finish, please. Wherever they went, they got persecuted. In Spain, in the UK, in Eastern Europe, horribly persecuted wherever they went. So it completely fits.
There's one thing we know about Jewish people, right? When we see in the Most High says this, Jesus, so-called Jesus himself says this: for it is harder for a rich man to enter into the kingdom. It's like a camel fitting through the eye of a needle. And these guys, they own the banks, they own the jewelry shops, they own Hollywood. They're the richest,
and they
so they ain't getting in the kingdom, are they? They own the TV company, they own basically everything. The Tesla thing. What do the so-called blacks, the Native Americans? So what do they own?
Let's just add a bit more context to that. Jesus said it's harder for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God than a camel to go through the eye of a needle. And the disciples responded, "Who then can be saved?" And Jesus responded, "With God this is possible," or something like that. With man it's impossible. With God anything is possible. So a rich person,
they can
with
enter.
the grace of God, with the help of the Holy Spirit, and by repenting, can enter the kingdom of God.
So you're just basically not even a Christian.
No, I've just given you the context of the verse.
But he just said they're not getting in if they're rich. So you just squandered everything he said.
But Zacchaeus, who was a very rich man, he said, "Look, Lord, here and now, I give half of my possessions to the poor, and if I've wronged anyone, I'll pay back 4 times the amount." Yeah. Jesus responded with a verse: "Today, salvation has come to this house."
Yeah, because what it is, right? Them men are not proud. But read this, sister. Let him hear this. Jeremiah 17, verse 4.
And you even yourselves shall discontinue from your heritage that I gave you.
So look, there's a people that have been discontinued from their heritage. Now, we know that the Queen and all these people, they call themselves the Jews. And in the Bible,
Which are German.
yeah, well, not just German, the Caucasians are the Jews. All right, and if you read the Bible, Genesis, it tells you who the Jews are. They're called the Edomites. Right. Have you read that?
So you're saying that the Queen is descended from Edom?
From Esau. Everyone under the people that are called Jews, because read that again. And
even you yourself shall discontinue from your heritage that I gave you.
So like, you know when you're talking about Moscow, yeah. So in the Bible, that's in Ezekiel, Meshech, that's the old name. So Meshech, they know their heritage. Gomer, Magog, Gog, they know their heritage. Cush, Ethiopia. People know their heritage. Understand? We don't know our heritage. Our heritage, we think we're black British, or we're African. Or that's mad. That's a Caucasian's name. We don't have the name of who the Heavenly Father gave us. So you still got your name, the Jews. We don't have our name.
I mean, I never called myself a Jew.
Well, your ancestors, your
leaders,
nation of people, they call themselves dukes. Duke of Edinburgh, Duke of Buckinghamshire, Duke of, well, that, so keep reading.
And I will cause you to serve your enemies in the land, which you know not, for ye have kindled the fire in my hand.
So look, we kindle the fire by generational curses. If we don't, like we read in Deuteronomy 28, if we don't keep the laws, statutes and his commandments and trust in him, then we will go under curses. Curses like looking at a Caucasian Messiah. That's a curse for us.
Yeah, I mean, it's utterly ridiculous, and it's been really unhelpful that Jesus is presented as a white guy, because it's completely ridiculous. You know, he clearly wasn't white. He came from Israel. You know, you're born in the land of Israel. You're not white. You're brown. You know, you're olive skin. You know, so
and olives are two colours, right?
Yeah, man, black.
I mean, when I say olive skin, I
but
mean,
what colours are olives?
You know, I mean, it's closer to you guys.
What colours are olives?
When we say olive skin, we've got green, you've got dark.
Yeah, so there's no green people walking on there. There's no incredible hope.
Well, no, that's just the same.
The children will be so happy. They'll see hope. They'll be like,
I don't know what.
You know what I mean? Like,
olive skin.
we don't.
Olive skin
Olive
represents
skin-
Mediterranean brown.
Olive skin means black. There's only black olives. There's no green olives.
That's your
No, your
semantics,
interpretation is olive colour.
we use-
There's only two colours of olives, and he's not green.
Okay.
So he's black,
I won't use olive. I'll say Mediterranean
But they even
skin.
describe his hair as wool,
As
which
well,
people
yeah.
have wool, and the skin of bronze.
Well, look, let's keep reading. Let's keep reading anyway. Let's keep reading, sister. Show him. We just get it from our enemies. Read that part again.
And I will cause you to serve your enemies in the land which you know not.
So we're serving the Israelites are being considered to be serving their enemies without their heritage, calling themselves names and bywords that they don't understand. That's right.
So how is it that Barack Obama became president of the United States?
Barack Obama is the East African. He doesn't fit the curses of the Israelites.
Okay. So you're saying the Israelites...
Just because you're brown, remember there's Japanese and there's Chinese, right? They're not the same, are they?
That's right.
You say Konnichiwa, they'll say no, how? I'm not arigato. They'll say no, I'm Wuhan. I'm not Japanese, I'm Chinese. There's a difference. They look the same,
So you're
but
saying,
you'll be racist if you say that he's Japanese because he's Chinese.
So you're saying the true Israelites are what, West Africans? Is that what you're saying?
Biblically, it shows you that the Spirit bears witness who the Israelites are. So we have the Spirit is the Torah. So we'll have to read the Torah and see the curses of the Israelites. That's right. To find out who they are.
And plus, you have to remember that there are 12 tribes. There's different people from different tribes.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
there's different persons from
And they were
different
separate.
groups, different groups. Not everyone did the same thing. Of course, they're all of Israel.
No,
but there's a reason.
sister. All the Israelites, no matter what tribe they are, they all fit the same curses.
That's right.
Because that the Native Americans, right? Columbus went over there and he have you heard of the story of Pocahontas? Yeah, it's a Disney film, right? The same thing. They brought over the Indians and they brought them over here and saved them in Portugal, Spain, the American Indians, right? They put them in Spain, Portugal. So we all went. Give me Deuteronomy 28. Let's read a curse to see if it fits with any of the prophecies. This is prophecy of who the generational curses are.
Well, I know that those curses definitely fit the Jewish people.
Okay, let's read.
Throughout thousands of years, they were persecuted horribly in Spain, in the UK,
But there's
in
Pacific,
Germany.
yeah?
in
Go
Eastern
37. Go
Europe.
37.
The elders of Meritatis.
Go
They
37.
weren't. They were Catholics. They weren't.
Khazarians, the Khazarians, yeah, Ashkenaz.
This is the book of Deuteronomy 28 and verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment,
Go on.
a proverb and a byword among all nations whither the Lord shall lead thee.
So look, we are a proverb and a byword. Alright, being black British, being niggers. No, but come on. They're not.
I mean, like my best friend's black.
Yeah, but no, I mean, black
that's
is
the
black.
colour.
Black's the color.
No, he's from West Africa. He's from Ghana.
Well, look, West. All right,
It's a
West is a direction.
Yeah,
He's from
and
Ghana. He's from Ghana.
But Ghana as well. What name is Ghana? What do you know where that comes from?
I mean, forget about that. We know.
Don't
we
forget
know,
about it. We
We know
can't.
the geography. Forget about the name. We know the geography.
All
of
right,
where
but what
it
it
is.
is, there's no Ghana in the Bible. There's Cushes in the Bible.
that's right.
There's no Africa.
Egyptian
There's
in the
no. There's
Bible.
Egypt in the Bible. There's Rome is in the Bible.
That's right.
All right. So where is Israel?
But there's also,
And who are the Israelites? This is the most high. This is the most famous question you could ever. But any Christian, we need to find out who are the biblical Israelites.
clearly, I've told you, the Jewish people.
He's
descended from Isaac, Jacob.
But then you're saying Ish now, because remember, like you said, we're very smart. We use Google, we use the dictionary. Ish is a suffix.
That's right.
And it means to pertain to.
That's
Like
right.
if I got the baby's Suba, right, and I started sucking on it, I'll be looking childish. But I'm not a child, am I?
That's right.
If I got the lady's handbag and I hold it, I'll be acting girlish. But I'm a man, right? So Ish is a suffix. It means
To pertain it.
It's not
you're pretending to be.
It's acting.
Yeah, acting
You're
like
Like they
acting
say
like
they're Jews, but they're not.
How-
What
how-
the
how-
Synagogue
what-
of
how-
Satan.
how is- how is the ish related to what I just said?
Because she just said it, Revelation. No, you know what you're going to do? Give me Amos chapter 9 and verse 7.
By the way, it said his hair is white as wool. He didn't say his hair was wool. He said his hair was white.
But
as
whether
wool.
it is or isn't, it's still.
Yo, look,
and
we
you
got-
guys
say
don't
that.
we
have
got-
to
wait,
say
wait,
that.
It said white as wool.
It doesn't matter.
What's that got to do?
We can go
It's
to
still
Daniel.
as wool.
We can go to
White
Daniel.
as wool.
We can go to Daniel and see the Ancient of Days in chapter 7 and verse 9. And the Ancient of Days is the Most High,
His
right?
hair is like
The
wool.
Creator,
Your
right?
hair is not.
No, the Ancient of Days is the
I'd
Creator.
have to read it, whether it's referring to the Father God or Son of God. I'd have to read it.
We'll go there. Read this.
He's not willing to accept that.
Amos 9 and 7.
This is the book of Amos 9 and 7. Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel?
So the Israelites,
I knew my
they,
parents were gonna be
the
sidetracked.
Israelites, they look like the children of Ethiopia.
So that-
Read that again.
Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel, saith the Lord?
So the Israelites that you said, right? They look like Ethiopians.
You've just made that. It doesn't say that.
Read it again.
You know, like,
Read it again, read it again,
you
read it
can-
again.
you can
Are
have a
ye
son-
not-
Read it,
I'll
read
listen
it.
to it and then I'll speak.
Are ye not as
Read
children?
it again. Are you not?
Are ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel?
Speak about how you don't speak about appearance.
We just said that.
No, it doesn't. That's
So
just
what
your
are Ethiopians?
projection. So,
Are the Ethiopians
you
Caucasian?
can have a son and a daughter who are completely different, but they're still your children. You know, they're completely different.
I don't think you understand the Bible, man.
No, I think you're adding stuff that isn't
Read it
there.
again, read it
You're
again,
adding
read it
stuff-
again.
you're adding- it doesn't
Let's
speak
ask the
about
sisters. Let's ask the sisters.
Oh, she's biased, of course. She's going to stick
She's
with
I'm
biased.
not biased. I go by the Ruach HaKodesh, the Holy Spirit. I don't go by flesh.
Let's ask anyone. Let's ask anyone.
Are
Let's
ye-
get anyone to
Are
come.
ye not as children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel, saith the Lord?
So look, the children of Israel
And actually,
are as the Ethiopians, meaning they have the same complexion of skin. That doesn't mean they are Ethiopians.
and if
Because
I
they come out of the different seed lines. So like we come out of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, they come out of Ham. You understand? Ham and Cush.
If I may just interject, my sister actually has Ethiopian. So even if you wanted to talk about the Ethiopians, my sister is an example of an Ethiopian, and she's not white.
I'm not saying Ethiopians are white. I'm
Well, you're
saying-
saying that it's not.
She can't be Ethiopian.
So,
Is she Ethiopian or is she
She's
Israelite?
no, she well, yeah, she's
They're not the
Israelite,
same.
but of course, like she's got Ethiopian, she's also got Copperleaf.
Okay. Okay, yeah, they are like heritages because what it is through captivity.
Yeah,
We've been kind of like demised. Because remember the Messiah says that there's tears amongst the wheat. The enemy have come and laid down with our women and created a mix of culture, like mixed race.
it's really sad that
So the enemy has to be a person, right?
It's really sad that you guys place an emphasis on ethnicity and skin colour that neither Jesus nor
Romans.
his apostles
Let's read
did.
Romans chapter 9.
It's really sad.
Let's find out. Romans 9. Let's find out.
This is
Romans
the book
9.
of Romans, chapter
It's really
9
sad because there's so
and
many
verse
people who are
1.
lost and you could be focusing on that rather than
Listen.
speaking
Well, I'm
about
not being funny, sir.
ethnicity.
No,
You
look,
seem like one of those
you see what you're saying,
people
right?
who
You know what you are right in a sense.
Right.
You're right in a sense because we don't look at it as in colour.
No.
We look at it as in the spirit.
That's
Like we said before, if they fit the conditions of the Israelites by going through the slavery and the curses, like you said, Jewish people, they fit the conditions. But then when we read it, we find out that in the Bible it calls them the Synagogue of Satan because they've taken a name that don't pertain to them.
That's
But
right.
they were Jews who turned to Christ. It wasn't every single Jew who was against Christ. Christ
But
was
you-
a Jew.
I mean,
Christ
you
was
got-
the
Yeah, I know,
Apostle-
he's all over the place.
The Apostle Paul was a Jew.
But that's a Jew.
The
You're talking
Apostle
about
Paul was a
Jewish.
strict Jew.
No, look, here it is.
The
You've
Apostle
got
Paul
a
was a strict
Christianity
Jew.
mindset of it, right? Because Jew just means to be what? From the tribes of Judah and Benjamin. Because Solomon, the kingdom split. Do you get this, right? The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, one was called Israel and one was called Judah. Judah, right? And the kingdom split. So if you're a Jew, it just means you're from the southern kingdom.
That's right.
If you're from Israel, that means you're from the other 9 tribes. So now, let's read this, Gilly.
Romans 9 and verse 1. I say the truth in Christ. I lie not.
Okay, we say the truth, right? We're reading the Bible, the word, right?
That's the Apostle Paul who said
Yeah,
the truth on you.
yeah. No, we say the truth because we're reading the truth.
That's right.
Just read it.
All right, we're gonna read it. We're saying
My
the truth.
conscience also bearing me witness
So-
in the Holy Ghost,
Our conscience, meaning this is we're thinking about. This is what we're thinking about in our conscience. Read.
that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ.
what?
For
wish.
I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ.
So we have curses. Being even a Christian.
Accursed from what? Accursed from what?
From
not
Christ.
from ethnicity, not from
Let's-
skin colour.
All right, all right,
Jesus
all right,
Christ,
all right.
the Son of the living God.
Look,
Okay.
we are accursed from
Christ.
So we
Listen.
have generational curses, and we have following the Messiah. There's curses because the Christians were getting persecuted, like how the police officers were trying to persecute us for reading the Bible just now.
No, it's not
Let's
just you,
read.
it's not just you guys.
Right.
Anyone who
Let's
stands
read.
there and preaches
For-
gets moved on.
Well, we get incarcerated and put into prison houses. And there's curses that our people, we have black on black crime, so-called black on black crime, right? Because that's a curse for us that we hate our brother.
So you're saying there's no
We
white
don't
on
have
white
Jewish
crime.
communities
You're
and we just buy Stamford Hill
You-
and we all love each other and go to synagogues and start kissing walls and that.
so
We
you're
don't
saying-
have that
so you're,
unity.
So you're saying there's no
We
white
don't
on
have-
white crime. You're saying there's no
Well,
Jew
there
on
is
Jew
there
crime.
is now because there's a rumors and there's wars and rumors of wars where Caucasians are killing Caucasians in
always-
Ukraine now, man.
there's always been
Let's
white
give the
on
Most
white
High a
crime.
round of applause, man.
There's always
That the
been
Most
white
High is
on
making
white
them
crime.
kill each other.
There has always been white on white crime.
All right.
The Romans fought against the Romans.
No.
You had different
Septimius
factions
Everest.
of Romans.
Septimius Everest was a black man, a
You
so-called
had-
black man,
you had
and
Jews.
he was like Spartacus. He came out of the gladiator rings and started killing Europeans, and he come and ruled England, Scotland, and Wales. Man.
You had Julius
Septimius
Caesar
Everest.
fighting against the Pompey, two big Roman armies in battle, whites against whites.
Yeah, that's your.
No, it's his history.
It says there's going to be beasts and there's going to be horns, and there's 10 horns, and 3 horns are going to get chopped and turn into one great horn. So it was prophecy that you had to kill each other, because Daniel prophesied this when they said the iron and the clay is going to be divided now. Now you got the Brexit and the Europeans separated, and they're all damn the same Caucasians.
You've had separation.
So let's
throughout
read
history.
anyway. You're trying to jump on Squawk and Drive over Romans 9.
Listen,
We're not
Romans
talking about
9
Daniel
and
prophecy.
verse
We're
3.
talking about Romans 9.
For I could wish that myself were accursed from Christ.
All right.
For my brethren.
For who?
For my
For the
brethren.
whole world.
For my
It's
brethren.
not about ethnicity.
For my
It's not
brethren.
about unity in families.
For my
So
brethren.
we're only for our brethren.
My kinsman.
Who?
My
My
kinsman.
kinsman is the next of kin, like my brother, my
Yes,
sister, my mother, my uncle, my
it's
next of
only
kin.
for the brethren.
According to the flesh.
According to what?
So it's
According to the flesh.
Wait.
It's
According to the spirit.
According to the flesh.
According to the Holy Ghost.
According to the flesh.
All right, keep reading.
Who are Israelites.
Who are what?
Who are Israelites?
So you know that verse, sister, right? If anyone tries to tell you about if it's about ethnicity, sister, you go to Romans 9.
That's right.
And Paul says it is only for the Israelites.
What's only for
Romans
the
9.
Israelites? What's
Read
only-
it again.
what's
You are
only
what?
for the Israelites?
Who are Israelites?
What's only for the Israelites?
Go on, it's trying to show you.
To whom pertaineth the adoption
The adoption is for the Israelites,
and the glory
and the glory is for the Israelites.
and the covenant.
The covenant of what? The kingdom to come.
Covenants, the new and the old.
All the covenants
And the giving of the law.
and the what?
And the giving of the law.
So only the law and everything was written for the Israelites. We know that it wasn't written for Edomites.
And the service
law-
of God.
and the what?
And the service of God.
All throughout the Bible, it's not the story of the Cushites. It's not the story of Ishmaelites.
It's all about
It's
Israel.
all about Israel, from the beginning to the end.
That's right.
It's like there's a book.
right.
When are we going to start mixing in Chinese people? When are we going to start mixing in Indian people? They're not going to be mixed in. It's only for the Israelites. It's all
Why
Bible.
was the Apostle Paul, when the Son of God appeared to him,
Read verse 30.
why was he sent to the Gentiles?
Well, let's see. Let's see what Paul says about the Gentiles. Romans 9:13.
Romans 9:13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
But what?
But Esau have I
So
hated.
he doesn't love the Gentiles of the Edomites, does he? Paul says it. Read Romans. What is it? Romans what?
Romans 9:13.
Read.
As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
So I don't think Paul likes the Edomites, because if God hates them, I don't think Paul likes them. Is Paul gonna go against God? Is Paul gonna go against God? Give me Romans. Give me Matthew, man. Because if you're cursed from Christ, Christ is gonna tell you to do what? Matthew 6 and 7.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6 and verse
Yeah,
7 and 6.
7 and 6. Yeah, it
Yeah.
says give 7 and
Yeah.
6.
Matthew 7 and 6. Give not that which is holy unto the dogs.
So did the Most High said preach to everyone?
Give not that which is holy unto the dogs.
So the Most High didn't say go preach to everyone.
He did.
He
Neither
says,
cast ye your pearls before swine.
Neither what?
Neither ye
cast your pearls before swine.
So you're basically saying everyone who is not an Israelite is swine. That's your
Exactly.
That's your interpretation.
Exactly,
He doesn't
exactly.
say that. He
That's
doesn't
right.
say that.
Isaiah 40 and 15.
Say that.
It does say it. It does say that.
Isaiah.
Everyone that's not an Israelite is swine, is a dog.
That's it.
Jesus
Nothing.
said,
It's
"Go
nothing."
Make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the Father. He said, preach the good news to all creation.
Yeah, we preach the
Listen,
good news
that's
to everyone.
what he
We do.
said.
We do. The good news is that Israelites are going to run the
Yeah,
world.
it's a captive.
That the saints are going to take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever, even forever and
It's really
ever.
sad, guys, that
listen.
you place an emphasis
Read,
on
read, read,
skin
read.
color
Isaiah 40
and ethnicity
and
that
15.
we don't see
We're
in the
going to
Bible.
show you why that the Israelites are above everyone. Let's show you.
Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket.
What are they?
The nations are as a drop of a
So
bucket.
Isaiah is the Most High against is the Messiah against Isaiah.
He quoted.
It says
He's the
nations-
word, right?
nations are-
The word,
are
right?
drop of the bucket.
Yeah,
It's got-
yeah.
It's got nothing to do with
Would Jesus Christ say the same thing Isaiah says?
Dun, dun, dun.
Would Jesus Christ prophesy what the prophet Isaiah says?
Well, Isaiah-
Is he going to be against Isaiah?
Isaiah prophesied about Jesus.
So is Jesus, so-called Jesus, is he against Isaiah?
What's Isaiah said? What's Isaiah said?
Are they on the same
that
accord?
supposedly contradicts.
Would Jesus Christ ever read Isaiah and skip this bit?
I mean, Jesus just quoted what he quoted. You can read what Jesus quoted.
Is he the volume of the book? Is Jesus Christ, so-called Jesus Christ, is he the volume of the whole book? Have you read Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 7? It says, read Hebrews 10 and verse 7. Because if we read that, then the nations are like a drop of a bucket. If I spill a piece of water on the floor, am I going to try and lick it off the ground?
No, it just speaks about how great God is compared to the nations of the world. It's something
That's
really
not
tiny.
talking about God.
It's really tiny.
It's talking about Israel being the best and the other nations being like a drop of a bucket. Go on, give it anyway.
Behold, the nations are as a drop of a bucket and are counted as the small dust of the balance.
So you see like how this dust is on the floor? It doesn't weigh much, it's just grime. It's just ugly, it's disgusting. That's the nations.
So is that your mindset towards the nations? You hate people because that's the way you've interpreted it. Now,
I
don't believe he's speaking like that. I believe he's just saying how great God is
No.
and
Hebrews
how
10
the
and
nations are so small.
Hebrews
This
10
is
and-
Hebrews.
chapter 10 and verse 7.
Can't. This is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 7.
Give me Luke chapter 4.
Finish it.
Then said I, Lo, I come in the volume of the book.
So the Messiah says, and that's in Hebrews. Paul says this as well. The Messiah comes in the volume of the book. Go on.
It is written for me to do thy will,
It's
O
written,
God.
It is written of him.
Of
the
me
will.
to do thy will,
So
O
everything in this Bible is of the Messiah. If he says that the nations are like a drop of a bucket, you can't go against that because you'll be now called the Antichrist.
When it says nations are as the drop of a bucket, just speak about how great God is, how much greater he is than any of the nations. It's speaking about size. These are tiny compared to me. God is huge, he knows everything.
Well, Isaiah, if you keep reading a couple chapters, remember in the old ways, these will be called scrolls. They wouldn't be segregated in chapters, you know that, right? So when you read Isaiah, you're reading the whole book of it. You understand? We never had like chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3 in like how we got Harry Potter books, you get me? You understand? So when we're reading, go to chapter 44. And you got Luke, right?
Yeah, what did you want?
Go to Isaiah chapter 44.
God.
Alright, and you get me Luke. And that's the dumbest debate. We know that the Israelites are the best in the Bible. The whole Bible is about it. You can't debate that stuff. Alright, give me Luke, where the Gospel, chapter 4.
Yeah, 4, 7.
Alright, yeah, you got that one, Isaiah 44.
44.
Isaiah, go and read that now.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 44 from the top.
Go on.
Yet now hear, O Jacob my
So
servant,
Jacob is his servant, go on.
and Israel my elect,
Israel is the elect.
whom I have chosen.
Who is what?
Whom I have chosen.
So we read that in Romans 9. Those are the chosen. Those are the ones that have the oracles of the Most High.
Initially, yeah, they were given that.
Wait, you said initially. Where does the Most High change? Yeah. Is Jesus Christ not the same today,
his dealings with people certainly do change. So, for example, the first human beings, they were given the plants of the field for food. Then in the time of Noah, he gave them meat to eat. Then in the time of Moses, he actually gave them specific laws. Then in the time of Peter, he gave Peter this vision 3 times that came from heaven, and he said, "Get up, Peter, kill and eat." And then when the elders met together to give the Gentiles rules about what they should do, they did not say, "You're not allowed to eat that, you're not allowed to eat that."
You know what it is, yeah? You know what it is, yeah? I'll tell you what it is. You see what you said, right? If you read it without understanding,
Exactly, in your
you can
hand.
kind of like
In your hand,
because what we know is that there's nothing new under the sun, right? So Adam was given commandments, you know that.
That's right.
Adam was given laws, statutes, and commandments.
Yes, that's right.
So Adam, there's a law that we have to keep fringes, and all these laws and commandments were given to us. And Moses was told that we need to put these on our garments when we came out of Egypt. You understand? So when we came out of Egypt, you could say, "Oh, we didn't have that before," but we've always had these commandments. All right, let's show you. Look.
Oh, what do you want? Luke 4 and
Luke 4 and
18.
Yeah, read that.
This is Luke 4 and verse 18. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he have anointed me to preach.
No, you gotta go higher, bro.
Oh, Salakia.
We gotta show you.
Yeah, 16.
Yeah, we
Start
gotta show
16.
you because we said that with the Messiah, read Isaiah, right? Would he jump over and skip Isaiah? Let's
He
read.
did read Isaiah.
Luke 4 and 16. And he came to Nazareth where he had been brought up.
Yeah.
And his custom was, he went into the synagogue on the Sabbath day and stood up for to read. And there was delivered unto him the book of the prophet Isaiah.
The book of what?
The book of the prophet.
So the Messiah, he read Isaiah. So he wasn't gonna like, if he says that the nations are like a drop of a bucket, the Messiah is not gonna start changing up the book of Isaiah.
It's simply our interpretation. If you're relating that to like they're filth. Who cares? God loves people. I mean, it says in the Bible. It says God loved the world so much that He sent His only begotten Son, that whoever believes in Him should not perish but have eternal life.
John 3:7, John 3:16.
And this is what it says. Listen, I testify again to every man. This is Galatians chapter 5. I testify verse 3 and onwards. I testify again to every man who receives circumcision that he is under obligation to keep the whole law. Now, why would he say that if we were under obligation to keep the whole law anyway? Why would he say that? To the people of Israel, specifically to the people of Israel. Then he says this: you have been severed from Christ, you who are seeking to be justified by law. You are fallen from grace. For we, through the Spirit, by faith, are waiting for the hope of righteousness. For in Christ Jesus, neither circumcision nor uncircumcision means anything, but faith working through love. And I really encourage you guys, focus on putting your faith in God, in the Son of God, and expressing it through love.
Yeah, we do.
Don't put an emphasis on
Isaiah. Go to Leviticus chapter 19. We do focus on love. We're going to show you because we said the law, right? Wait, one second. What you said, right? Was the law? You mentioned a good. That's very beautiful what you was mentioning there, because what we're trying to talk about is showing love. But who do we show the love to?
That's right.
Let's read it. Let's show.
This is the book of Leviticus 19 and verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
But Esau, he's not our brother. We can hate Esau, man, because Paul. Wait. Paul says that the Most High hates Esau. So if the Most High hates Esau, are we meant to be the children of God and start loving Esau? We'll be against God.
That's right.
When Jesus
wait, because you just said something, we got to finish up and land the plane. Let's land the plane.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor.
So because we have been discontinued from our heritage, when we tell our sister that it's modest apparel to wear a dress, when we tell our brother, yo, you need to grow a beard and have some hair on your head, stop ball off our head. Oh, you've got hair, you've got a little bit of hair, that's good. Alright? But stop rounding off your beard and stuff. That is love to the brother. Yeah. You know what I mean? We're not trying to tell him anything negative. We're trying to show him don't eat pork. keep the Sabbath day holy.
Yeah,
that's
that's
loving
right.
your
That's
brother.
love.
To rebuke him is to show him the right path.
That's right.
Because it's a narrow path to get into the
That's
kingdom,
right.
but broad is the way to destruction.
That's
To
right.
live in the worldly ways and love everybody, like Samson, man. Samson, his dad said, why are you going to Delilah? Go to your own tribe, deal with your own people. You understand? We're not allowed to mix our seed line with all the heathens, man. It was meant to say, Israel, there's laws that Israelites stay with the Israelites.
That's right.
All right, read, bro.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thy heart.
Because you
Thou
would
shalt-
hate your brother if you let him walk by and you just let him keep doing sins.
That's right.
Because if you don't keep the commandments, you're a sinner.
That's right.
You know that, right? If you don't follow the ways of God, you're a sinner, right? Yeah, that's a sin if you kill and steal and lie. All right.
This is in the law too.
Yeah.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
So look, all the two greatest commandments, right?
Yes.
That it says is to fear the Most High,
That's right.
all right, with all your heart, right?
right, that's
And
right.
to love thy neighbor.
as
So
thyself.
you loving your neighbor is basically you're covering all the commandments
That's
by
right.
fulfilling those two.
That's
Because if
right.
you love the Most High, you're going to keep all the commandments.
That's
if
right.
you love your brother, you're going to tell him, and you're going to be a nation of righteousness.
That's right.
So who is
That's
the,
right.
Who is the neighbour?
Listen,
Your
we're
neighbor.
gonna wait. We're gonna read verse 18. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as
Who's your
thyself.
people? Thy neighbor.
That's it.
Thy people are
Thy
your neighbor.
people, not
because
all people.
Because when they was coming out of Israel, you see the Israelites, Leviticus, right? That was written to with Moses when they come out of Israel. There was only the tents. The tents of the 3 tribes on the north, the 3 tribes on the east, the 3 tribes on the south, the 3 tribes on the west. Your neighbors were only the 12 tribes. You never had heathen tribes amongst the brothers. When we was in Jerusalem, we never had heathen people as our neighbors.
So when Jesus was asked, who is my neighbour, which individual did he hold up? Did he hold up an Israelite?
Obviously.
No, he held up a Samaritan. He held up a Samaritan as how you should love your neighbour as yourself.
Sure,
Yeah?
sure,
Let's
sure.
start focusing
Yeah,
on what
sure,
the Son of
sure,
God
sure,
says,
sure.
yeah?
Yeah,
Let's
prove
let-
it, prove it.
Go to Matthew chapter 15, verse 24.
That's right. I was waiting for this, man.
That's madness. He held up a Samaritan.
Matthew
He
10
did,
and
he did.
6.
He held up the
All right, let's
Samaritan
read, let's
as
read,
the
let's read.
example of how you should
Let's read,
love
let's
your
read, let's
neighbour.
read, let's read, let's read.
I'll take the bait.
Because you know what it is? I love to read. You see that you read Galatians? That was perfect. But remember, circumcision is for the Israelites. And there's a covenant saying if we don't circumcise, you're not getting into the kingdom. So what it is, that understanding of Paul, right? Is telling people, look, you need to have faith in the Christ
so that's why I
before
told
you
you
get
get that.
circumcised. Because there's many that the Jews that were already circumcised and they got Christ crucified. So it's not about just being circumcised. Paul had to give them, you didn't understand that the prophecies of Isaiah, the prophecies of Hosea, the prophecies of Zechariah, for the Messiah to come, the prophecies of Moses, the prophet, he came and he was here, but not all the tribes knew. Only the southern kingdom knew, because only the southern kingdom was in Jerusalem. The other 9 tribes, like we read in Jeremiah, they was discontinued from their heritage. So that was the whole mission of Paul and the prophets and Peter, to go and have many what? Tongues.
And the people
In
that
the
were
Pentecost.
discontinued, were they from the tribe of Dan?
They were from all the tribes, most of the tribes. But what it is, you see the Peter, why did they have the spirit of tongues to speak in different languages? Why? Because we were scattered.
All nations.
When you read James chapter 1, it says, go to the Israels that are scattered abroad.
That's
We were
right.
scattered. So read that, bro.
This is the book of Matthew 15 and verse 24. But he answered, they shall start up.
No, start up, because we want to get
the context.
He's wise, he understands. So let's go.
Yeah.
And
21.
Because we know we're not meant to cast pearls to the swine. You'll be classified as a swine, but you know what? Give the benefit of the doubt. Like we said, it's the spirit. Your forefather could go to an Israelite, and so we're not going to classify you as an Edomite.
That's right, the spirit.
We're going to see the spirit if it bears witness, right? Let's find out. Let's find out if
when
the
you
spirit
guys
bears
are
witness.
preaching, you're
Go on.
preaching
For our people.
specifically to black people. isn't
No,
it?
not black, not black. No.
Or,
Israelites.
to
They're the ones that fit the curses of the
That's
Israelites.
right. Well, the
Spirit bears-
Deuteronomy 28.
So anyone that fits the
so,
curses of the
so you're not
Israelites.
preaching necessarily to dark-skinned people.
No,
It's
no,
to
no.
white and dark.
It's to anyone, I'll say it again, Because white is his colour of his t-shirt. Are you white? But that's what they call you, right? So what we're saying, we preach to the nations. Like you said, the Messiah says, go and preach to the nations. Read this.
Matthew 15:21. Then Jesus went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon.
All right.
And behold,
Tyre and Sidon. Where is that? Africa. It's Africa. It's Africa. It's Africa. Tyre and Sidon, right? Go on.
and behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same
A
coast.
woman of Canaan, because Tyre and Sidon is Africa, right? So the Canaanites, they came around, right? Go on. Go on.
And cried unto him, saying,
All right.
Have mercy on me, O Lord.
So the Canaanite, the Hamite, or you could call that like a Rwandan or a Sudanese, were like, come on, have a train, help me please. Messiah, right? A guy like this guy, look.
Yeah.
Like this guy. Right? A Hamite, right? Come over and said, oh, help me please. All right, go on, what did the Messiah say?
Thou son of David, my daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. But he answered her not a word, and his disciples...
What did he do?
He answered her not a
He
word.
preached to her.
He answered her not a word.
Why is he being that? And you would say that's being rude, isn't it? Someone comes and talks to you, and you just ignore them.
Especially crying to him.
And you're crying to help for help and calling
She
him.
said that,
and,
cried
and
unto
she
him.
knows that he is the bloodline of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob,
Yes.
Judah, David, the righteous seed line.
That's right.
And he's not going. Go on.
And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for
What
she...
did the disciples say?
Send her
The
away.
disciples want to talk to everyone.
Send her away.
The
For
disciples are
she
like, get
crieth
away.
after us.
Because she cried, not because she was one. Because she.
Read that again. I can't hear what you're saying. I'm not
But
hear
he
the word.
answered her not a word, and his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away.
Wait.
No, let me finish.
Get it in your book. Is it the same in
It
there?
says
the same.
For she crieth after
Well,
us.
she cried. That's why they wanted
Go on,
to get
keep
her
it in,
away.
keep
All
it in.
right, cool.
Keep it in.
But he answered her and said,
Go on.
I am not sent but unto the lost
So
sheep.
it answers us. It tells us why he
Yeah.
sent her away.
Yes.
Because he says what?
Because I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of
So whatever
Israel.
you said, you need to repent. Because you tried to add words. You tried to add words that are not onto the word Bible.
I totally agree that Jesus said that. I totally
But
agree.
you tried to
I
say
totally
something
agree.
else. He sent her away because of what? What did you say? Why did he send her away?
That's what they
No.
Because it's crying out after us.
But why did he send her away?
Jesus then said what you just said. He said,
Why did he
I
send
was
her
sent
away?
only to the lost sheep of the house.
So that's why he sent her.
That's what he said. No, Jesus didn't send her away. Jesus never said go
Read
away.
what he says. Read what he says.
But he answered and said,
Who answered and said that? Who answered and said that?
Jesus.
Go on.
I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of
So
Israel.
he did say that then.
He didn't say send her away.
Read it again. I am not sent. Read it again. I think
I
you're
am not
listening,
sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's what Jesus said.
Yeah.
He didn't say to the woman, send her away.
Yeah, he did.
No,
He
he
was
didn't.
But
confirming.
listen, hold on,
You're
let me
adding
just
stuff.
say one thing. Him and his disciples are on one accord.
Exactly.
So,
They
yes,
disagreed sometimes. Jesus said, you
No,
have
but
little
here-
faith. You have little faith.
here they were on one accord.
They're on one accord.
They were here, look, because it said, send her away for she crieth after
They were
her.
getting
He didn't
annoyed.
answer
They
her
were
word.
getting annoyed.
He didn't answer her
Anyway,
word.
look, Samaritans. Anyway, look, the
Yeah.
Canaanite woman got sent away, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
she didn't. She
Yeah,
didn't
no,
get
no,
sent.
no,
Salakia.
no, she never got sent
She
away.
obtained what
The
she
king said
wanted
that-
by
the king
faith.
said it-
She's an example.
No, she
that
never.
anyone who puts
Keep
their
it in.
faith in Christ
She never
will
got sent away.
obtain good things
Wait,
from God,
one sec.
regardless of your skin colour. She's an
Yeah,
example.
yeah, no,
Wait, no,
Finish
wait.
it.
We've been doing it orderly. We've been letting him speak, let him get his point across, and then we let the Bible speak. You know, that's how we do it.
Gotta
Right?
carry on.
Yeah, because we've been letting him speak. What's your name, mate? Huh? David. All right, David. All right. My name is Isaiah. Okay. All right, go on. You're the
25.
vine of Israel.
Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me.
All right, Lord help. All right, go on. The Canaanites are gonna, the other nations are gonna come to the Israelites and ask for help. That is the fact. All right, because right now, in this time, they were getting persecuted by Romans. You gotta agree. The Romans, the Caesars were in authority at this time.
The Romans were persecuting everyone.
But let's
who wasn't
agree. Let's
Roman.
agree. The Lord was around when the Romans were persecuting all nations.
They were in charge.
Remember, Alexandria, the Greeks were ruling, and then the Caesars were ruling, right? So now Romans are ruling. These Canaanites still gave honor to Israelites that were in servitude. You know what I mean? Still showing us benefits,
to
alright?
the Son of God.
To the
Son
well,
of
the
living
Israelites
God. Who was
and the
healing
disciples
people.
and the
So
disciples.
she didn't go to the disciples.
Well,
She
doesn't
went
matter.
to the Son
Yeah,
of God.
but and but what it is, the Israelites, they are all blessed together, because that's why the Son of God came for these people. Right? Let's read.
Right. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. But he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to the dogs.
So he called her a bitch. Well, a female dog is what?
I don't dispute it.
All right, go on.
And she said, truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their
So
master's
she
table.
humbled herself, and she ate from the crumbs. And what it was, when you go deeper into that, why he gave her the crumbs, possibly she had, because she loved the Israelites so much, innit? She could have had a husband that was from Israel, and her daughter
was an Israelite.
was pertaining to being an Israelite. So he said, you know what? Give
That's
this
right.
medicine, give these herbs to your daughter, she will be healed.
Isaiah, Jesus
understand?
gave, Son of God gave the reason why he
Matthew
gave
5
it.
and
He said,
why?
woman, your faith is great. That's why you're going to get it.
Yeah, she
Not
humbled
because-
herself.
Your faith is, no,
Because
it's
the
about
Canaanites
faith.
weren't
It's
humble.
about- and
The
that's-
Canaanites stole our lands.
And that's what
And
the Apostle
Abraham
Paul
had to
said.
go and get the land of Canaan and kill the Canaanites and chase them away.
And that's what the
So,
Apostle
so
Paul
what
said.
it is like, wow, from being thieves of lands, you've now become humble and cried to me, I'll help your daughter. Not you. I'll help your daughter because possibly her daughter came from the tribe of Israel.
He
But
gave-
I'm not
he gave the answer.
saying
I know,
anything.
you're adding stuff.
It's using wisdom.
You're adding stuff.
Yeah.
Finish it. Let's hear what Jesus said to
5.
the woman. Why he gave the answer. Let's hear why Jesus
10
gave,
and 5,
gave the
right?
result.
10 and 5.
No, come on,
yeah,
let's
10 and
finish
5.
it.
He's
No, I want to hear why Jesus gave. I want you to read out why Jesus gave what the woman wanted. Got nothing to do with ethnicity.
It finishes, but go on, read it.
I want to read it.
It says, and she said, truth, Lord, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from the master's table.
Yeah, so she
Then-
classified herself as being a dog.
Then Jesus answered and said unto her, O woman, great is thy faith.
There we go.
Be it even unto
There we go.
thee, even as thou wilt. And her
Great is your
daughter
faith.
was made whole.
And her who? And her who?
And her daughter was made whole from that very hour, not her.
No, we said that anyway.
Yeah, we
Come
know
on, I don't
this,
know why.
bro.
Great is your faith. There we go.
But-
so she
yeah,
obtained it by
but-
faith, and that's just what when I read the readings of the Apostle Paul, he spoke about the
Faith
importance
isn't
of
for
faith
them.
in Christ.
Faith isn't
in
for them.
Christ.
Faith isn't for them. Her
No,
faith
but
is that
that's-
she's gonna worship the Israelites.
Can't.
That's her faith. Her
She
faith
worships
is
the
knowing.
Son of God.
Yeah,
Not
she's
the
gonna.
Israelites, but the Son of
She's
the
gonna.
living
She's
God.
gonna worship the ground that Israelites walk on. That's prophecy
What
in
does
Isaiah.
What does it say in the Bible? You're going to worship the ground that the Israelites walk on?
Yeah, Isaiah chapter 45. That's what I'm saying. You don't read the Bible, man.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10, and verse 5. These 12 Jesus sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles,
Or
and into any city of the Samaritans.
and who?
And into any city of the Samaritans.
So the Samaritans.
Enter ye not.
Look, he said, don't go to the Gentiles. Don't go to the Samaritans. So I don't know why you're saying.
I agree.
He's holding up Samaritan people, saying this is my neighbor.
He did.
But
When
he
gave
said
the
don't go to them,
when he
man.
gave
Is there a
up-
contradiction?
When he gave up the parable of the Samaritan,
Yeah.
he said he used that guy as an example of how you can love your neighbour. So he obviously didn't despise the Samaritan. It's just when he was
Verse
on
6.
Earth, when he was on earth, his ministry was primarily to the people of Israel. He was. And then at the end of his ministry, when he said, go and make disciples of all nations. Anyway, I'm gonna
Verse 6.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
go rather to the lost sheep
What's
of the
all
house of
When
Israel.
he was on
he
earth,
knows
when
that.
Jesus was on earth, at the end of his ministry, he then said to his disciples, go to all the nations. Make
So
make
wait, so
disciples.
you're saying that when we read Romans 9, you're telling me that Paul went to everyone. No, you're telling me.
Read Romans 10 and 11 where Paul
Read
speaks
Romans
about the
11. Read
Gentiles.
Romans 11.
I'm going to finish it.
Read Romans 11. Read Romans 11.
Go on, this is Romans 11 from the top.
Yeah, go on.
And I say, hath God cast away his people?
Go on.
God forbid.
Go on.
For I am also an Israelite, of the seed of Abraham,
Go on.
of the tribe of Benjamin.
So yeah. He hasn't cast away the Israelites. Understand?
Romans 10 and 1.
No, you know the one we want. Oh no, go on.
Yeah, 10 and 1.
Yeah. Go on. Yeah.
Romans 10 and 1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
Is who might be saved?
For Israel, that they might be saved.
Romans 11:26.
Romans
saying.
11.
Can you read the
Verse
whole of
26.
Romans 11?
But look,
Let's read the whole of Romans 11.
Read 26.
Let's go through it all.
Because you said you ain't got long.
Romans 11 verse 26.
Let's read it, let's find out.
And so all Israel shall be saved.
And who shall be saved?
And so all Israel shall be saved.
Oh, the heathens are in there.
Nah.
So all
Gentiles are in
Israel
there.
shall be saved.
Nah.
I don't understand, man.
I'll read you Romans.
No, Romans,
I'll
go
tell
read that,
you-
read
I'll
that. So
tell you
all
where
Israel
the
shall be
Gentiles
saved,
are.
As it is written,
as it is written where? In the whole Bible, man. Only
there
Israel-
shall come out of Zion
Go
the
on.
deliverer,
The deliverer is only coming out of Zion, for the Israelites.
and he shall turn away ungodliness of Jacob.
All right, and Jacob, they're not going to be adulterers, they're not going to be whoremongers, they're not going to be prostitutes, they're not going to be gangsters.
For
They're
this